What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Army of the Pharoahs' latest album called In Death Reborn. Alright, before I go into this review, I want to tell y'all that if you hear any noises in the background, that's my godson. Downstairs, he's playing Mario Brothers and he gets fucking excited. So shout out to Mario. And he's gonna be screaming and shit, but I gotta get this review out of the way. And I also sound like shit because I got allergies and everything, but I could not let this pass another day. I have to do this review. And I know a lot of y'all were expecting this shit. Y'all know I was gonna do it. And I know a few of the people associated with Army of the Pharoahs knew I was gonna do this, so shout out to the Army of the Pharoahs. I've talked about these guys before on my channel. If you don't know about their history, go watch my other videos on them. This album I knew it was gonna blow my fucking mind. First off, artwork is fucking cool as fuck. I don't know if you could see it on here, but the guy with the gas mask, the scary looking nigga right here, he's a little bit I forget what the term is for it, but embossed, I guess, for lack of a better word. You could feel him. He's a little bit 3D. Same with the title of the title of the album and the title of the group. So that's fucking cool. His face is also inside there, so when you open it, you get a little fucking look at the scary motherfucker. And as far as the art, it's pretty simplistic but cool. And let's get into some of the production on this album. Alright, on the insert, you basically have a bigger version of the front cover right there. So it's sort of like a poster. Alright, let's talk about the producers on this shit. You have Blaster Beats. You have C-Lance. Shout out to my nigga C-Lance, my brother from another mother with a different color. Who else? You have Vanderslice, Stu Bangers, Paul Nice, Frank Grimes, Leaf Dog, Apathy. Shout out to Apathy, by the way, who's not only a producer but an MC in Army of the Pharoahs and Demigods. Shout out to Apathy. I know you're watching this. Juan Mutaniak, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Mutaniak. Panic from the Mole Men. Shout out Mole Men. Lex Beats, Grim Reaper, and yeah, I mentioned Frank Grimes. Shout out to DJ Question, who handled the cuts on this bitch. Y'all know I'm a sucker for that. And additional production on track 3 by Green Steez. Beat wise, these guys don't play around. I've said this before on my channel. Vinny Paz, who is the one who created this super group, and also he is one of the MCs in Jedi Mind Tricks. He has one of the best ears for production and beats in hip-hop, period. You know, I've been critical of some of the stuff he said in the past, but production-wise and even on the mic, there's really not much I could really criticize him for. He's one of my favorite underground rappers. Definitely has a great ear for production, and the beats on here, I got nothing bad to say about these shits. pros and cons of the album. Shit, not too many cons. I'll start with the cons. The only thing I really got to say is I wish more people would have appeared more on some of these tracks. I know they can't do like a fucking overkill of shit because Army of the Pharaohs is a constantly shifting group. Like there's core members, and then, you know, like with their last couple albums, they'll switch people in and out and shit. And one gripe that I had is Just Allah wasn't on this album. Now, I don't know what's going on within the camp. No one's really saying anything. I've heard a few murmurs here and there, but it's all hearsay to me unless I know something concrete. I really wish Just Allah was on this fucking album. He would have put the icing on the cake for me. I got so much respect for that motherfucker. Dope Nixon, I think he was only on one track, if I remember correctly. Hold on, let me look at this bitch. I believe he was only on one motherfucking track, and I think that was called Seventh Ghost. Yeah, he was on one motherfucking track, and you know, I even remember his Facebook post, him talking about he was only on one track, but he hopes to be on more because they have a second album that's supposed to be dropping this year, so look out for that shit. That's about it as far as my cons. I just wish he was on it. That would have definitely solidified this fucking album for me. Pros of this album, let me feed off the cons, because this should have been a sort of a con, but it's something that I expect from these guys. There's nothing really content driven on here. They're just putting out hardcore, hard body rap. That's it. You know, and they've been doing that for the last couple of albums. So I'm not expecting them to put out some a lot of content driven songs. They just want to put out lyrical, hardcore rap. And they definitely fill that void. If you think that doesn't exist anymore, you need to check these motherfuckers out. So that's a pro, that these guys do not let up on that shit. Oh, and shout out to Crypto War Child, by the way. I know he had an issue with cancer and he beat that shit. So I'm so happy to hear you back on this shit. I look forward to any new Outer Space shit that's coming out. Check out Outer Space, dope rap group from Philly as well. And not one bad track on here. There's 14 tracks on here. Time-wise, just right. I fucking love this album. Beats, rhymes, dope fucking quotables. Shout out to my nigga Self-Titled. Shout out to him. There's nothing more I can say about this fucking album, alright? My rating of this album, I'll give it a 9 to 9.5. Easy. Definitely my type of shit. Definitely shit that, you know, I go to the gym a lot. I could definitely rock to this shit in the gym with my heavy metal and shit. So, shout out to Army of the Pharaohs, man. Especially shout out my nigga C Lance. I wish you were on this more, my brother. I wish you were on here more. I look forward to the second album this year. I don't know if there's a title for it yet, but I definitely look forward to that. Shout out to all my niggas in the Army of the Pharaohs. Dope fucking album. Keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to Paz and shout out to Apathy. I definitely hope to hear from you after me reviewing this shit. And Apathy got an album coming out called Connecticut Casual, and I think it's coming out in a month. So look forward to me reviewing that shit, alright? And everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Support dope shit. And that's it, alright? Peace, bitches.